If a unit in your installation develops a fault, the centralized controller tells you with a red warning at the top right. To find out which one, go into the unit status. The one with the fault has the warning flashing on its card. There you have the two things you need: which unit is complaining and what code it's giving. Write both down, because on their own they don't get you far. The code says what's wrong and the unit number says where, and on a 16-machine installation that's half the job. There are 32 kinds of fault. And many appear 4 times over, once for each refrigerant system in the unit. That's why you'll see similar codes that mean the same thing in different places. Code E08. #Unit 1-16 Communication Fault. It happens because communication of the centralized control board and the unit is abnormal. Code E081. Fan motor 1 and PCB communication fault. It happens because communication of the speed regulation module 1 with mainboard is abnormal. Code E082. Fan motor 2 and PCB communication fault. It happens because communication of the speed regulation module 2 with mainboard is abnormal. These aren't faults of the machine itself, they mean the units aren't talking to each other or to the controller. Nearly always it's the signal wiring, the number of units set wrong, or 2 units sharing the same address. Code P03. DHW tank sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Code P03A buffer tank temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Code P01. Inlet water temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Code P02. Outlet water temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Code P04. AT sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Codes P17, P27, P37 and P47. Suction temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Codes P181, P281, P381 and P481. Exhaust air temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Codes P101, P201, P301 and P401. EVI, in, temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Codes P102, P202, P302 and P402. EVI, out, temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Codes P191, P291, P391 and P491. Antifreezing temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Codes P150, P250, P350 and P450. Coil temp sensor 1 fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Codes P154, P254, P354 and P454. Coil temp sensor 2 fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Codes PP12, PP22, PP32 and PP42. High pressure sensor fault. It happens because the sensor is open or short circuit. Codes PP11, PP21, PP31 and PP41. Low pressure sensor fault. It happens because the sensor is open or short circuit. Codes P152, P252, P352 and P452. Distributor tube temp sensor fault. It happens because the temp sensor is broken or short circuit. Code E036. Water level sensor fault. It happens because open circuit or short circuit of the water level sensor. All of these are sensors, the part that measures a temperature and reports it to the machine. It's by far the biggest group, and also the most forgiving. A loose or broken sensor gets replaced and that's the end of it. Codes E171, E271, E371 and E471. Antifreezing fault. It happens because use side water system temp is low. Code E19. Primary antifreezing fault. It happens because excessively low ambient temp. Code E29. Secondary antifreezing fault. It happens because excessively low ambient temp. These are protections against the water in the circuit freezing. They trip with cold outside and low flow inside. Them tripping means the unit is protecting itself, not that it's broken. Code E065. Over-high outlet water temp. It happens because excessively high water outlet temp. Code E071. Low outlet water temp. It happens because excessively low water outlet temp. Here the unit is saying the water is leaving hotter or colder than it should. It usually goes hand in hand with a setting that's too demanding, or with a flow problem. Code E032. Flow switch fault. It happens because the system has no water or too low volume of water. Code E035. Low water flow PROT. It happens because the system has no water or too low volume of water. These are hydraulic, not enough water, low flow, a dirty filter or a pump that isn't pulling. On an installation with several units, they're among the most common, and among the ones an annual service prevents best. Codes E11, E21, E31 and E41. HP fault. It happens because the high-pressure switch is broken. Codes E12, E22, E32 and E42. LP fault. It happens because the low-pressure switch is broken. Codes P182, P282, P382 and P482. Over-high exhaust temp. It happens because the compressor is overload. Code E04. Electric heater overheat fault. It happens because electric heating overheat protection switch is disconnected. Code E06. Excess temp difference between inlet and outlet. It happens because the water flow of the system is insufficient, the pressure difference of the water system is small. Code EE1. Abnormal power fault. It happens because power failure occurs on the home interface. And the rest, the backup heater and the electrical supply. And that's it, that's everything this screen can show you. What to do now? Write down the unit number and the code, and call us. Don't leave it running with a warning showing. Many of these are protections, and on an installation with several units a small fault ends up loading the others. We are JSL Mallorca, Joaquin and Juan, working on the island since 1998. Heat pumps, underfloor heating, air conditioning, electrical work and plumbing. And what we don't do, so there are no surprises, we don't do emergency call-outs. We work by appointment, because we'd rather take our time and do the job properly. If you have an installation with several units and nobody has looked at it in a while, now is a good time. Call us on +34 609 09 8902 or 656 82 7925. Write to info@jslorca.com. Quotes are free and with no obligation.